and welcome to the stream. I'll be working on finishing up this one, or at least getting a little bit more line work on it to clean it up, and then I think I'm also going to do some, I might do that after I get some sketches done for other things, so I can just at least get a few more of these roughed out. So, yeah. Okay. Hope everyone is having a nice Friday. I'm just happy that the week is, that it's the weekend and I can just draw and, yeah. Nice to just sit back and get some work done. Didn't get as much done last night. I mean, obviously, because I didn't even touch this really. But hoping to make some significant progress on the VTuber model. I thought I'd get further, and then I started turning the head, and I was just like, oh, wait, it's all bad. From every angle, it's all bad. So... what am I doing? I should be... let's start a new one. Yeah. Okay. Alright. What was it, February? Oh, yeah. do 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 do. Okay. Yeah. I've been enjoying my farming game. I almost lost track of time because I was like so busy in it. The multiple professions thing is such a good idea. I mean, other ones have done it before in other ways, but like it's just kind of fun to just you get lost. Yes. Apparently, restarting the computer made it stop doing the restart the song whenever I use the undo. I think. Yes, I'm good. Yippee! So no, there won't be any repeat songs tonight, chat. Aren't you happy? I'll find another way to make scuff. Don't worry. I'll find a way. I am excited to meet up with some of the new members of the animation team I'm a part of this weekend. That'll be fun. I've spoken with most of them, or at least I think I have. I'm not sure which new ones are showing up, but they're all really nice. So I think we'll have fun. Yeah. I was gonna have dinner before this, but I kind of like I was so pulled into my game that I kind of like when I looked up again, I'm like, oh, it's 5:50. I should probably get off and get ready for stream. It's like I don't think they're gonna be like, oh, it's okay, just go play your game. It's like no. Besides, I want to draw. It's a good way to end the day. Yeah. Always feels good. Especially because everyone here's so nice. While I'm waiting for the episodes of Free Ren to be dubbed, I'm rewatching them, the old episodes again. I've already started that up again. So get ready for my endless loop on of Free Ren for Eternity. It's one of my most rewatched shows, I think. Up there with Nichijou, but that's a comedy, so it's so easy. I highly recommend that if you're having a bad day. Have some put Nichijou on the background, and you will. If you're like me, you'll be laughing in a few minutes because it is just so stupid and fun. It's just like, hey, I guess there's I think we talked about this. There is a one with a version with a bunch of boys in middle school. So I guess like it's both sides. You can have both, like if you want to see what that point of view too. Honestly, it's so over the top, I don't think it really matters. Like, some of the things they do are just, like, so bonkers. I'm like, it does. I'm not pulled out of this because of who they are or their age group, because it's just so crazy. It's just... like, yeah, I'm just gonna, like, just open fist palm this random person because they looked at my sensationalized art. Thankfully, I've never had to do that. I think the worst case for me would be if someone would walk up and just be like, that doesn't look like my friend at all. And then I turn around and it's the person that was sitting with their friend who snuck up behind me. But I've never had that happen. I've heard stories of some people getting like yelled at by boyfriends when they caught the artist drawing their girlfriend, but I don't really know why they'd be that mad. Because honestly, if I was in that situation, I would just hand them the piece of paper and be like, there you go. It's like, I'm not keeping it either way, buddy. I'm going to either you take it or I'm just eventually going to throw out this sketchbook. It's not like I keep these drawings. Trust me, I don't want to. Most of them they're called sketches. They're not finished drawings. I'm not going to I don't show them off. I try and hide those books. And I get really nervous when people do look at them while I'm using them. It's like, no, I this is my, you caught me at a bad time. This is my bad sketchbook. Yeah, that's it. That's what this is. It's like, please don't judge. Is Friday. Okay. I thought it was crazy for a second. For some reason, for a split second, my brain was like, "Are you sure that that it isn't Thursday?" And I'm like, I don't know why. It's been a weird beginning of the year, so I guess maybe a lot of cold days that all feel the same. Hope everyone has a nice, fun week. If you have plans for Valentine's Day, I hope you're enjoying that. You have a really fun one, because I know a lot of people make. They have really fun stuff planned for this weekend, and I'm expecting that I might not have even my regular audience this weekend, but that's okay. I'll still draw. I don't mind if I'm just talking to myself. I totally understand if you already made plans and you just want to. I mean, obviously, just go have fun. I'll be here next week if that's what happens. Don't worry about it. Because if you do, I want to. Well, I don't want everything, but it'd be fun to hear like where you went. It'd be kind of fun to hear how people celebrate. Excuse me. Yeah. Sorry, I got really quiet for a second there. I'm just finding some more reference. I'm going to do a few more poses, and then I found this pretty cool like acrobat one where they're walking on their hands. So I'm like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I'm trying to think about. Do, 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 do. This one makes me think of the end of Last Airbender. You know, I mean, I know it's a common instrument, but it's just kind of how it's being played. Kind of makes me think of the some of the later songs, like especially the ends, the song that plays when they kiss, when it slows down and it just plays that, and you're just. And I'm just like, yeah! Sorry, all the Zutara shippers. It was just not meant to be. But your comic or your fan art or whatever you made is yours forever, and no one can take that away. I always thought that May was a better choice for hit. All right, yeah, May was a better choice for him because she's she'll empathize more with the times when he does get kind of like down and gloomy, because that's what all she is. Like she'd be like, "Oh, okay, it's your turn to be gloomy." Okay. Whereas Katara, I think, would be more like just like trying to fix it and making things worse. Which is why she's better for Aang, because Aang's, when things are good, he's just like a ball of positivity. And definitely had some dark moments in the last season, but that's because he was pushed into a corner that went against everything he was raised to do, like not hurt people and not take any life, no matter what the situation. So I am really excited to hear more about this new project they're working on with the twins that are or the girl that's on the I don't know if it's still twins. I think, oh no, it was, but I think there's another person with them, if I remember right. But the art style still looks really good, which is, at least for the thumbnail or the like teaser art, it looks very similar to how they drew like Legend of Korra. So I'm very hopeful that they keep that style and they don't go into 3D, because if it's the same team that did that other show, Dragon Prince, I don't think it is, but because I think they're busy anyway with another project that probably hasn't been announced. All I know is it looked more like the old style. So either the Dragon Prince team was just better at 2D, or I'm not sure what's up. Because I really wanted to be positive, but because the story in Dragon Prince in the beginning was really good, but later on, kinda not as much. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. More drawing. More drawings. This person's double jointed by the way her arm is turned here a little bit. Oops. Okay, let's do 2 more and then I'll get started. I like this. Wait, let me see something. 'Cause I really do like this, Hang on. Sorry, this... I actually found... I found somebody who has a, pretty good... Well, they have a lot of stuff here, but, like... The thing I really like is the fact that they have these poses that are all, like, action poses. Done from comics and movies, and then they have a model redo them. So I'm just trying to find... is this it? No. There's, stone bags, blah, blah. Are they sure this is this person's? Because... Jesus. Whoever this is like me, but they have more than 3 different folders. Because my problem with my Instagram account is that I have like a comic ref section. I have a I have some just random poses, and then I have some other, like, I think I have like 1 or 2 other things, like one for animals and one for something else, and it's like everyone's always like, oh, you got such a cool thing. It's like, yeah, thanks, it's kind of chaos. It's like I just kind of threw it all on the wall, and that's where it will be. Yeah, I can't even navigate this, unfortunately, so I just have to kind of do it, bounce around between her thumbnails. Because here's another really cool one, actually. It would make for a fun pose. I always like to do these more challenging ones where like the body's in like these more extreme poses, but it's always hard to find them. Kind of funny. I was watching this. It's so nice sometimes when like context is explained, because sometimes things are cultural. Because in Jujutsu Kaisen there was one of the more recent episodes, not the last one, but the one of the ones a few episodes ago with Mila fighting this I forget the guy's name. He's got like some like long name. And it's more that I just had he was just introduced this season, so that's why I don't know it. But he's very much this just jerk to everyone. But also he's like this like noted misogynist too. Like that's one of his bits of his characters. Like he looks down on everyone who doesn't have spiritual energy, and then he just is awful with women too. And so when she fights him at like with her, like crazy power up, and like one of the final things she does is basically just like take a stance that's commonly used in sumo, I guess, to like start a fight. So he kind of just saw it as like, oh, okay, you actually want to do this, huh? And then she made him really mad by saying, I'll give you a big hug, which like instantly was a shot at his pride. So like, yeah, it was funny seeing her like disassemble him, like his like essentially his ability to like think the fight through carefully by just like gaslighting him into like being, or just purposely enraging him. Yeah, she like rage baited him and it worked really well because he's such a horrible person that it just was like didn't take much. And I won't spoil how the fight, what happens in the fight, because it's a pretty good fight. They have a really talented team working on that. Although it is funny that like Mila's character design kind of, it didn't. I'm not sure changed is the right word, but like how they portray. It's been like in the show. There's been a time jump to a degree, so I could see her changing a little bit from, especially because of what happened at the end of last season. Like a lot of people had to deal with so much. So like her change was not a huge surprise, but like she's just suddenly just got like, I guess she was always strong, but she wore that uniform, so it kind of hit her body. Because now she's ripped and like, but like not, but still. Just a really nice design overall, I'd say. Because sometimes when you draw, I mean, there's always a choice in anime to purposely overdo it with female designs when it comes to like muscles. Like sometimes, like in Hunter x Hunter, there was a character where she just was so terrifying in her strength that they purposely made her look like she was on steroids or something. Like she was just like pure, like she would just like go Broly mode and just like suddenly just have like become a giant with all these huge muscles. I think there's something wrong with this. Sorry. Trying a new type of a new brand of coffee, and it's pretty good. I'm definitely going to use some of. I mean, it's some of the poses feel like things that would be really fun to use in the comic with one of my characters. She's the friend of Grace that tries to help them out because she's got like monk abilities, so she's I mean she's got like very good strong sparring skills, so like all the like close combat stuff would be really good with her. She doesn't use swords, so that wouldn't work. That part would not work. But there's so many fights in anime where I'm just like, oh, there's been a few times where I'm just like, I gotta take notes. Like in Kill la Kill, the fight between the two the main, not the main villain, but the for season 1, the I forget their names, but she's in white and she's got a suit as well, and they kind of just like become like spinning tops, kind of like Beyblade, spinning at each other to attack. They're attacking so fast. And then in a later season, there's this character who's like a she's not even human, but she looks like this like adorable little girl, but she actually is a monster actually. And seeing her first fight against the main character was interesting because of like how quickly she managed to turn it around, and you're just left seeing the results from that are interesting because she kind of like this monster was not used to losing fights, and she did not take it well. Yeah, because retreating was not something she thought she'd ever have to do, and the main character kind of made it so she had to. Or One Punch Man had some good fights. I haven't watched the new season. I heard that the fight between Gara and Saitama is actually really well animated, so I might just go in and check that out. I'm a little disappointed overall in the show, but I mean, maybe next season, maybe after they take a break, or I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it'll improve then. So, we'll see. Because this is something different. I'm going to open this in a different window and see if I... No, this is the same thing. Why can't I find this section of... Maybe it was in the cool? Sorry, this person's got like so many different different folders, and they're all very specific except for the one that I need that is for reference drawing, because everything else is just fashion. So and it's really kind of a pain when you're trying to find a specific thing, because I really want some of these for reference. Oh, that's their drawings. Cool. Sorry, just 1 second. I just want to see if I can find. Maybe this? Yeah, here we go. Sorry. Okay. It was under gym inspo. So I guess they wanted. That's not what I would have called it, but sure. Sorry, just looking for some good. This is pretty useful. I mean, there's a lot of. She's got some really good images here, but although some of them are just like your typical like someone looking in front of the mirror with their phone, which is boring. Some of these are good though. Like some of these are actual like gymnastics, and that's cool. I like that. I'll just. Sorry, I'm going to do one more, but it's not going to be based on these guys because I want to do. Yeah, here we go. How are we doing on time? Not bad. Okay. Sorry, just need to get some water this time. Okay. Yeah, it's fun having some warm ups. I'm glad I did some of these first. Kind of knock some cobwebs out and get some quick sketches in. So, with all the drama that's happening with, I mean, I'm not using this as an excuse to be slower than I already am with my Discord, but I'm looking into other options too, because I don't know if anyone's gonna want to even go there if it's done. Like, I know I wouldn't, considering some of the, even though mine's not going to be anything above teen, probably. I mean, definitely, I should say, because I know it won't. It'll be like, it's mainly just going to be like fantasy art and whatever art challenges like I come up with. So, and then just like maybe like drawing groups where like I'll have one for when I'm on, and then I'll make a separate group for just people that want to draw together. Let's do some work on this while I'm waiting for, in case anyone does show up. I'd hate to. Besides, I said I would work on this, so I will. Okay. I just want to add in some harder line work above this for like just some of the parts. I just want to add in like another layer of line work on top of it so that it's less muddy. And I just want to work on the shadows too. Maybe that's what this will be actually, is the shadow layer and or in just some of the dark, the middle darks. And then I'll do a multiply on top of this. perspective here a little bit more. Maybe what I'll do is yeah, for now we'll do that. We can always just change it back. Oops. See? Fixed itself. Kind of. Because I can do this. I do want to do like more like that. Yeah. Bum bum. Yeah, let's just go over all of this. Clean up, get some sharper lines in here. But it's not too crazy because I do want to go over a little bit of this. Oops. Giving these goofy eyes. might even put the foot up a little higher. Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do. Just to give it more of a boop. A little more oomph. I cropped it. I'm like, I cropped it there, didn't I? Okay. Me. Oops. Do. Bam. Went a little crazy with his leg there, I think. So I'm gonna lessen it a little bit. These guys are pretty tiny little dudes, so they would not be quite that like huge in the legs. It's like, ah. I'm going to make it so that it's more solid. Because I did have kind of more of a I want it to feel more like he pushed them into the mud rather than into the water. Yeah, there's these few rocks that they were above the. Okay, let's get a little bit more of this done, and then I'll work on a new prompt, just so I can get something new out today. Like they didn't even get a chance to flap their wings. They were smashed into the ground so quick. See, this might be where I need to fix this actually, is because they don't really. They're small, but I think I kinda. Maybe I can fix this. Still need to push that up a little bit. Like that much, I'd say. I think I'll start this other one soon because I do want to get to work on my VTuber tonight. Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm just not feeling as talkative, I guess, today. It's kind of long, not a bad day, just kind of a long week. It'd be funny if it was. It'd be more funny to make it manure, but other than like drawing sticky lines and putting in more detail than I want, I don't really know how. So I'm just gonna make it mud. That's good enough, I think. Oops. What the? What? Why? Okay, weird. Let's start a new one. What's today's prompt? I think it was the one I was going to work on was oh, that's an interesting one. We've done this before though, so it'd be kind of fun to do it, draw one again, maybe this is Leshen. Or Leshy, or I mean there's a bunch of different names. Yeah, they're just like this unsettling forest spirit that's very malevolent. They're malevolent. They're just best avoided completely. I'm gonna make this one really quite big and scary. Like he's just kind of like sitting in a tree, looking down from above, kind of like venom, or more like carnage. Come on, carnage. My design was very much inspired by like a Leshen mixed with a dragon, kind of. And Leshen are kind. I mean, they're from different folklore, so it's not the same. But they do have some traits that resemble Wendigo, but not quite, because Wendigo usually are more humanoid. These are more elemental, like forest creature that mix with human. And I don't know, since, well, they wouldn't be really carnivore. Like Leshen are cannibals, because they straight up were a person that just got kind of possessed by the spirits of the land that kind of converted them into these monsters. Whereas, or that's a very abridged, and like that's probably not the official. So, apologies. It's, I know some people are sensitive on that one, but I don't have it right in front of me. I'm just kind of like doing a broad description of what they are. Just really tired of it today. The music's probably not helping. So I think once I get, maybe I'll get this one roughed out, and then I'll get one more roughed out, and that might be it. Because I know it's a shorter stream than usual, but like I said, it's been kind of a long week. I really could use a little bit of rest. So hope that's okay. Cause it seems quiet today anyway, with it being the Valentine's Day weekend. So I figured now would be a fine time to do this instead of next weekend when things might be back to more people online. Yeah, let's start one more. Okay. Okay, so what's he doing? I hate when my cursor disappeared. Oh, there it is. Okay, like, sorry. Oh, dragon is the next one on that list, so that's cool. But I want to try a different list. Oh, okay. I have a character for this too, kind of. I mean, it's pretty basic. Detective Fairy, which I might play around with this guy a little bit actually, because I kind of just give him a pretty generic the spirit kind of look. So we'll start with that, but I can kind of like Give him the hat. Originally he was going to be a pixie, but I don't know if I want that again because I already have so many characters that are pixies. Trying to play around, think about other. I mean, it could be a little Pudlian or something like that, maybe, but it might be kind of. But then just wouldn't have wings. He's not the right shape. Well, I mean, I guess, is there a shape? I guess he could be, I can play around with it. Thinking maybe a goblin would be kind of cool. Since, like I said, he was originally with a pixie. Maybe like the coat drags behind him a little bit, like a cape, like, or it's a little dirty because it keeps touching. You have to get it trimmed a little bit. Drew that hand way too long. The toothpick, not anything else. Yeah, I'm gonna go more classic, or not classic, but like it's gonna be try and give him a more like classic, like almost spirit, but not quite, because like I said, that wouldn't really. I might do a lot of these honestly like this. I don't know if I want to. I'm worried that if I make too many of them really like ultra render. Oops, I did it. It's not supposed to be a couch, Chad. It's supposed to be like a. Me as like suspenders too. I kind of like this guy better than I'm so glad I tried something different than just another pixie, because I mean that drawing was kind of like just a doodle, so like I mean this guy's kind of a doodle right now too, but that's okay. But the point is he's kind of supposed to be kind of like just feel like it's these are all just like random citizens in different this next city that they're going to, for some of them, or they could be. Give him mutton chops. Because why not? Give him some character. And maybe some cool shades. Just so he's not just like your typical like or like I was saying, like just a knockoff Spirit, make him more like mine, like a Miami Vice kind of. Oh man, the Freak Gang is on the. It's causing trouble downtown again. Hate dealing with these guys. They got fiery attitudes. That's enough, Rank. I like this. He's cool. I'm glad I did one more tonight because I was worried. That last one was good. I mean, it's looking pretty good, but I didn't want to end on something like that. I wanted to end on something more fun and just goofy and a little more lighthearted. I don't usually like the draw guns, but if it adds to a parroting something and not being serious, I'm okay with it. It's just when it's like clearly supposed to be used to make a scary character that, like, unless it's a character in my comic that I do want to have that, then maybe I might be okay with it, but anywhere else, not really. I'm gonna straighten the tie out. That's not his character. I was thinking of making a character in the comic who's is like an alchemist, but like Grace, or maybe I might even give Grace a. I was thinking about giving her like later on a paintball gun that she uses with her potions to make like projectile potions instead of having her toss flasks at people. She uses the paintball gun to like as a way to like tag creatures to keep track of them. I'm liking it. Oops. Let's finish by cleaning up this a little bit more, and then we'll call it. Unless someone comes in which case I'll do some more work, but I think it's going to be a quiet night, so if I'm wrong, good. Prove me wrong, Internet, but I think it's going to be quiet tonight. They do have these long, creepy fingers, kind of. That's kind of what I want to... Because they aren't... Like, I don't know why it's just kind of fun to put a flower on their heads, like because they're covered in moss. Like maybe their hair is also just like a huge clumps of, just a huge blob of moss on the top of their head, and that's what the plant's growing on. This could be taken two ways. Like, I'm trying to show the little bit of the smirk, but could also be taken as like he's shocked that he did that. Kind of like oh no, what have I done? But if I can just show like the corners of the smile, like yeah, there we go. That kind of doing that kind of erases any doubt. It's like he the little stinker. for being such a quiet one. I'm just kind of in focus mode right now, kind of. I should have put that in the description. But this isn't Twitch, so probably wouldn't mean as much on here. But, yeah. It's usually, for those who don't go on Twitch, focus mode's usually used for, like, when you know you're not going to be chatting much, and you just want to kind of, like, let people listen to music while you try and work through some commissions, or like that's usually what it's used for. That's kind of why I don't use it, because this isn't a commission. This is just fun. So I think I'm gonna call it here, because it's, like I said, I got a bit more work left on the VTuber than I thought, so I really want to get to working on it tonight. And yeah, but I hope everyone is having a lovely Valentine's Day weekend, and I'll see you all again on Wednesday. So take care.